Hello and welcome to another edition of Toys from the Attic. Once again, I have my box of Rocklords. So let's open her up and see who we're going to take a look at today. Well, we have a double header today. It's going to be Sticks and Stones. So without further ado, let's take a closer look at this guy. As I talked about last time with Granite, Rocklords was a spin-off of Tonka's transforming robot line, GoBots. Despite them having a 5-part TV series, which was later crammed together and pushed into movie theaters, the series never really quite took off. Sticks and Stones are living proof that two heads aren't always better than one. They are constantly at odds with each other, but give them a mutual goal like destroying good rocks and they become a mighty fighting force. The very sight of them charging into battle with their cactus club and double-duty mace are enough to send any warrior flying back home. Alright, let's start by transforming him. Now, as you can closely see, he has kind of this nice green and black swirly pattern. By far, he's probably one of my most favorite colored Rocklord characters. And like I said last time, I really always enjoyed how they kind of gave these characters their own little Rocky or little details in here that really gives them the feeling that they are kind of made out of rocks or chipped and everywhere, as much as you can get with molded plastic. As far as his shape goes, this is where it's starting to get a little bit away from the rock area. I guess it kind of fits though with his character. He's supposed to be amethyst, which I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, which is coal basically, and then magnetite, which is like a lodestone or the earliest forms of magnets. So he kind of does look kind of a little bit like a lump of coal now that I think about it, but it's kind of pushing it. Anyways, to transform this guy, you just bring one of his legs down here, roll that around, flip his one foot around, and you can move this leg around, flip that one around, then you move this arm here, and that arm here. And as you can see, there's two heads. I don't have any of his weapons with him anymore. Actually, I don't even remember if this guy came with weapons. I think I remember seeing it advertised on the box, but nothing was there when it came out. So I was a little disappointed with that. And again, I think I was 4 when I opened this guy, so I could have lost him right then and there. He has a little bit of articulation on his hands, so you could bring his hands in like this. This is an old toy. I don't want to break him too much, so he can actually bring his hands in if he was to hold weapons. He does have... I'm going to move those back. It's been years since I've actually moved those. I usually always keep his arms kind of straight. He has little holes in here to hold weapons if he needed to. Yeah, there we go. The arms kind of pop out a little bit, but that's only so you can get them around to cover his face if necessary. A nice little detail that I do actually like to add to this is, see how each face is colored differently? Definitely gives you a different personality. Well, each one of their toenails also shares that coloring. So the purple face has the purple toes and the red face has the red toes. So that's kind of a neat little feature. Now he does kind of have this little protruding part right here for his crotch, which I guess, in retrospect, it can be a little bit odd. Have that sticking all the way out in the front like that. But, well, what are you going to do? Now here's one interesting fact, though, that I've noticed with other Sticks and Stones that I've gone to at conventions, and I see it almost overlooked at most toy reviews of him, is he has this weird pattern on his back. The only thing I can think of is that it's somehow some sort of thumbprint that was placed in there when this guy was being molded. I thought it was actually just mine for the longest time, but I've looked at other versions of this guy, and every single one of them has that. So yeah, it's something different in the actual molding process of this guy, and I always thought that was kind of an interesting story. I always wondered what the heck happened there to get that imprinted in him. But anyways, that's just always something that I found interesting. If any of you out there actually have a guy that doesn't have this on his back, let me know, because that'd be very interesting, and then tell me that it was something that happened later. But anyways, this has been a look at Sticks and Stones. Again, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed what you've seen today, please feel free to like, subscribe, or leave a comment below in the comment section. Any advice for the show will be greatly appreciated. Who knows, something you suggest may appear in the show in the future.